event for the Marlies.
One game for the Marlies for Easton Cowan.
Man. I'm going to have to just base this off of what I've seen him do. And I'm going to say 80%. That's all I can base it off of. He doesn't look like an AHL player. So I'm going to say 80% he doesn't play for the Marlies. Until he shows me something else, and it could fade, I'll change my percentage. But through 2, I'm giving him 80%. He sticks with the big club.
I am 41%.
Okay.
I knew it was coming.
All right. That's kind of in the middle, though.
It is.
There's some indecisiveness there.
Here's why, though. Tree has been talking about acquiring a top 6 forward. If he ends up acquiring one, that pushes everybody down, right? And if he gets pushed down, it comes back to the conversation we had at right at 4 o'clock, saying if he plays 8 minutes, and doesn't do much, like it's a learning curve for him. He might spend a weekend with the Marlies just getting some reps if Lorenz comes back and there's other players moving around and all of that type of stuff. There's no guarantee. Right now, it looks great, and I would say 100% just based on what I've seen in 2 games. But it's 2 games against teams that weren't playoff teams. We'll see what the next step is when you play some of the big boys, and if he holds up. That's my thing. It's a long season for him.
Yep.
That's the only reason why.
Well, and he's played 2 home games. He hasn't even played a road game yet.
Right. Matchups,
so,
all of that.
You're right. There's a lot that he has to continue to prove. But, Nick Robertson, I don't know if he's going to be here long term.
Right.
Is Cal Yarncroke going to stay healthy? That's another element to it. It may be a scenario where, yes, he moves down, but if they don't have other options, he's going to keep playing. So I'm going to say 55%. I'm just into the majority. 55. Like Craig Berube pumping his tires. And again, he's not 18. He can go down to the minors, no waivers. That's fine.
Right.
But, 20-year-olds play in the league. They do play in the league.
They're allowed to be good, too.
Yeah, they're allowed to play, and they're allowed to continue to prove that they should play. So it's been a good start so far. All right, Little Jerry's After Dark still to come. Ray Ferraro coming up at 20. We got Tim Kirkjian live from Seattle ahead of Game 3 tonight, and our best bets coming up. Overdrive continues. TSN 1050 and on YouTube Live.
Don't sweat the technique.
I think old Tua Tagovailoa had some teammates want to stuff him into a garbage can. He had an announcement today. I shouldn't have said what I said. And maybe it's not that bad, and we just need to get better.
Yeah.
I've never heard of anyone backtracking comments like that. It's like it's either happening or not.
It's such a disaster in Miami. The Tyreek Hill stuff from last year where then he had to backpedal. Remember, that's all they do is backpedal in Miami. Hill said, I'm out, done, can't do this anymore. And then all of a sudden, I didn't mean it. Just joking around. I want to be a golfer. Tua calling people out for being late to meetings or just no-showing meetings. And now that was a misunderstanding.
No, it either happened or it didn't.
Yeah, and it happened.
Exactly.
It happened, but now he's being told, can you shut up? How much money we paid you and you don't win anything? It's just
I would love it if
vibe.
it came out that he was one of the guys that didn't show up. That would be so Miami Dolphins if you ratted himself out.
Right.
Like one of his teammates say, well, he should know that he's one of them.
Yeah, exactly. That wouldn't shock me at all.
No.
It wouldn't shock me at all. There's just weird stuff going on, and when you lose, it gets really strange and weird.
Well, they point fingers. That's what it is. You start pointing fingers. The coach can't survive there, though.
No chance.
He can't survive.
No chance. And that is when you realize who's been through it, who's got what it takes to get to the other side of it. When you start losing, and it's happening in Arizona, this Jonathan Gannon character, who was the one who grabbed the player who dropped the ball before the end zone, before the touchdown.
Slapped him, I think. Slapped him on the chest or something.
Yeah, and it was bad. It was a bad look, like really, really bad look. And he had to, I think he got fined, and he took a lot of heat for that. And he was asked today, he was getting asked about, emotions in the game and injuries and dealing with that. And again, the Cardinals have lost 4 straight. They're 2-0 to start the year. They've lost 4 straight. And they're in the NFC West, and this could be it for him. He's been there for a few years. This was part of one of the stranger press conferences you're ever going to see from earlier today.
Early in your career, did you have to start trying to figure out how to take the emotion out of coaching as far as when you have all these injuries and you have all these different pieces. When's the first time that you can recall it?
2007 when our quarterback went to jail.
Coach, thank you.
What the hell was that?
I love the PR guy. Coach, thanks so much. Great
Exactly.
stuff.
Cut the mic right there.
Is that what the PR guy said?
Yeah. At the end, he's like, that's enough, because Gannon was fuming, clearly. So he's referencing being in Atlanta and being Michael Vick's coach. I think he was a defensive coach at that point.
Yeah.
But what a strange way to answer such a kind of routine cliche. You know, it's so easy to just say, yeah, learned that early in my career. It happens. Guys get injured. You got to take the emotion out.
Yeah.
When back in 07 when my quarterback went to jail.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Michael Vick on line one saying, did you really need to... It's like,
Yeah, stone face too, like dead serious. Yeah, learned that the hard way. Like just said it.
Yeah.
07.
Okay, Coach.
Trubia goes to jail.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And you're right about, like, Vic's probably sitting there saying, dude, I'm kind of, the smoke has settled here finally.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
no
one
one's
really
brought it up, and you just had to fire that one out. And I think he works for, like, NFL Network or something.
Yeah,
like
he's
Vic.
been doing media stuff, and you know he's going to be trending online because people are wondering who was the quarterback that got arrested and went to
Oh,
jail
yeah.
in 2007.
Well, you forget about that, right? Like
It's almost 20 years ago, the Mike Vick story.
I know, but there is like that was a tough one, right?
That was
like
really, that was a heavy story, clearly.
yes.
And, you know, Vic, he paid his dues. He went to jail, as Jonathan Gannon just pointed out. But, yeah, I guess that is a learning experience if you're a coach. When your quarterback is imprisoned, you know, that is going to be something that...
Can we play it again? I want to hear the PR guy say, okay, coach, thanks a lot.
Yeah, let's hear the whole thing. Go ahead, Joe. Let's hear it.
Early in your career, did you have to start trying to figure out how to take the emotion out of coaching as far as when you have all these injuries and you have all these different pieces? When's the first time that you can recall that?
2007 when our quarterback went to jail.
Coach, thank you.
Coach, thank you. There's no elaboration or anything. He just goes, Coach, you know, when 07, quarterback went to jail. And
Yeah.
he's like waiting for a response.
No follow-up. Well, if you're in the room,
Nothing.
Noodles, you're stunned. Like, that's a jaw-dropping, like, what?
Yeah, you want to leave. You're like, I don't want to partake in any more
Right.
further questions as far as this is
Yeah.
concerned.
Coach, thanks. Thank you. Thank you for, donating your time to enlighten us on early in your career experiences, like when your quarterback went to jail in 2007. All right, hour 2 coming up. Ray Ferraro will join us, and Tim Kirkjian from the Park. Jays Mariners tonight. Overdrive continues. TSN 1050 and on TSN 4.